Yosef was sold by his brothers to passerbyers, merchants, who eventually take him down to the land of Egypt. Was that a good episode or a bad episode? Well, naturally we would say it was devastating, terrible, heartbreaking. How could brothers sell their younger brother to a strange land, away from his parents, from his siblings, from his community? On the other hand, there was something quite positive about this. Because eventually when Yaakov and his sons go down to Egypt to buy food because there's a famine in Israel, who's there to welcome them, to feed them, to take care of them? And then they choose to settle in Egypt. Who's there to host them and make them comfortable? It was Yosef himself. He was now the viceroy of the land of Egypt. So what seemed to be so challenging and devastating actually became so helpful and positive. But then the cards changed again. Because while Yosef and his brothers and his family were comfortable in the land of Egypt, that eventually led to slavery of the Jewish people. What this shows us is that when things are going rough and difficult and challenging for us, we shouldn't fall into despair, because it can change very quickly. And what seemed to be devastating actually becomes so positive. On the other hand, when things are going well for us, we shouldn't fall into complacency or feel egoistic or self-accomplished, because that too can change very quickly. Ultimately, we're not in our own hands. We're living in God's world, and He is the one that's in control. Shabbat Shalom.